Hello and welcome to Contractor's Point of View. My name is Gary and today we're going to be taking a look at the OPPO FIND N. We're going to do an unboxing and kind of a first impressions. Now if you're not familiar with my channel, I've done reviews on some folding phones before. I'll put a link up here for you, right there, and for you to take a look at. Now I'm a contractor. I work in the field. I'm not a desk contractor. I actually work in the field a lot, and I put phones through everything, dust, dirt, all kinds of stuff that is in the construction environment. And so I've been testing these phones, these folding phones, for quite a while. And so if that's something you're interested in and you'd like to see my review on the OPPO FIND N, then please subscribe, and that way you won't miss any of the videos I got coming up. Now let's get into the OPPO FIND N and see what it has to offer. First off, very nice presentation on the box. It's got a nice texture to it and the glossy raised FIND N. The box, the way it works, it's kind of like some of those laptops. It raises the phone up to you. Let's get in here. Now that's heavy. That's pretty good. I'm going to set it aside so we can see what else might be in the box. Place holder for everything. All right, so we have a giant charger. The phone can handle up to 33 watts wired charging and 15 watts of wireless charging. So this here is your charging brick. And then in here, you've got your normal paperwork for OPPO FIND N. We'll set that aside. And I think, yep, this is your charging cord. So that's what comes in the box. And I believe there is a SIM ejection tool somewhere in this. Let me look. Yep, there it is. All right, so kind of see what's in the box. Let's take a look at the phone. All right, so like I said, I've dealt with folding phones for quite a while. My first fold lasted me, well, I used it for a year. It still actually functions just fine. And my second fold that I'm on, the Z Fold 2, it has lasted me a year, and now I have this. So let's take a look and see what we got. Well, that's kind of nice. Check that out. So first thing you can see or not see is the hard defined seam that's in the middle. This is more of a flat screen. You can feel just a very slight bump there, but not as pronounced as the Z Fold 2 or the original Fold. So, oh, that snap, whoa. Okay, I don't know if this is getting good enough, but that is gorgeous. So if I was going to describe that, I would, whoa, that is, oh my gosh, that is so smooth. Okay, so if I was just, oh man, if I was to describe this here, it looks like black sand that's been put on and then ground down to a very smooth finish. And I'm talking smooth. This is really smooth. Wow, I can't get over that. Okay, so here's the hinge. There's no logo there. You got your OPPO logo there. You got your cameras here on the back. You've got a 50 megapixel, a 13 megapixel, and a 16 megapixel triple rear cameras. And then the front camera right here is a 32 megapixel. The phone has 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. There is also a 12 gigabyte RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage for this phone available. The battery inside is a 4500 milliamp battery. And like I said, it supports the 33 watt wired charging, 15 watts wireless. Let's turn this on so we can see. Okay, so it's got a fingerprint sensor built in to the power button. So let's turn this on. Okay, so this is first time turning it on. You've got the FIND N. Okay, swipe up. Whoa, check that out. It was already set up. Now, from what I've heard from others, since this needs to have Google Play services, as you can see, it's got the Play Store. They install it at the seller So the person who's selling it, check that out. Look at the width on that. Okay, I don't have another phone near me to show you, but yeah, that's a full-size width of a phone, of a normal phone. So that's going to be great. It is a little short, but it feels really nice. Okay, so, oh, do you see that? It snaps open. So that reminds me of the original Galaxy Fold, how it snapped open and snapped shut. Oh, just like that. Some of the other stuff in here, this right here, the front display is 5.5 inches roughly. And so the inside screen is a 7.1 inch display. Now I really wish they would stop measuring displays by diagonal, because the Z Fold 2 is a 7.4 inch display, and this will only be in 7.1. It doesn't give you the layout of length and width like you would be able to tell this was different. But this is a much shorter form factor, but much wider, so that you got a full-size front screen. Now that is pretty sweet. All right, so let's see, what else have I forgot? Oh, it does have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 octa-core processor, if that interests you. And yeah, that is so cool. Okay, so first impressions, love the back. That is super slippery, but at the same time, it looks gorgeous. The width of the front screen looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. Whoa, hello. What are we doing here? There we go. The width of the front screen looks like it's going to be great for texting and doing other things. I can't wait to test it with some of my apps. The inside screen's still big. Gives you something more than you're used to. I think more people are going to actually like this phone because it's not so tall. Now, for me, I like as much screen real estate as possible, but I think this form factor is going to be good. And since OPPO and OnePlus are the same company now, OnePlus may introduce this into the United States, because as of right now, the OPPO, the only way to get it is through a vendor through overseas. Now, I do know that you can find them on Amazon, and I'll throw a link in the description for that, but they're a little more pricey. But through Amazon, at least you might actually get them delivered quicker. This took me a month to get. We actually thought that the phone was lost, but they finally delivered it and everything looks good. One thing I do want to let you know is, since I'm a contractor and I am rough on phones, I do always keep my phone in a case. I did pick up this case here. Let me set this aside. I did pick up this case here so that I can keep the phone protected. Just gonna snap this on to see what it looks like while I've got you here. All right. There we go. So there's a little bit of front protection and the back. I kind of like that. It looks pretty sweet. Little carbon fiber look. That red kind of matches my channel colors, and it doesn't impede the opening. So I think that's pretty nice. I like it. I like it. It's got a little bit of raised area around the camera bump, so it keeps that from touching anything. But yeah, so, okay, I will be using that case. Let's see if I can get it off without scratching anything. Okay, so something else I did want to show you before I take this is the camera here. I love the way that it's just coved into the camera instead of a hard line like you usually see on other phones. And then the hinge is concave instead of rounded or flat. It dips in a little bit. So that kind of gives you a little bit better holding in your one hand. So that is what I got for the unboxing of the OPPO Find N. And like I said, if you are not familiar with my channel, please consider subscribing. We will be together again, and I will be doing a full review on the OPPO and seeing how it holds up in construction, and let you know how the apps perform and any other things that we might run into. Until next time, stay safe out there.